Do you know that a cluttered mind and a cluttered space are intimately related? In this video, we will explain to you when we had that revelation that decluttering helps free yourself from trauma. Salut! I am Valerie Huard and I overcame my complex PTSD.
And I'm Tetreault, military veteran, and I've helped a lot of brothers and sisters in arms in coping with their PTSD. If it's okay with you, we would like to share a story with you so you understand when we had that revelation many years ago. We were a young couple with 2 toddlers. Valerie was suffering from her PTSD, and I was in the military. We were trying to have a normal relationship and a normal family life. We really wanted to get over Valerie's trauma so we wouldn't have to divorce or go each other on a different journey. We wanted to be able to overcome the wounds from the trauma and have a normal life and a future together.
The thing is, we were wanting to move, but we had way too much stuff. Also, I wasn't able to overcome the wounds and the symptoms from the trauma, let alone have a normal life so that we can have a future together. When the movers came and said they cannot move all that stuff, I felt even worse about the situation because I was still going to garage sale every weekend to accumulate more stuff. I felt stuck, exhausted, and hopeless.
Problem that it was we had 3 months to declutter a full house with more than 24,000 pounds of stuff, which meant suddenly we had to let go half of our belongings, our safe environment, our nest, our fort. We were on the clock to get rid of all that stuff. Then, as if by chance, something amazing happened. We started to declutter and realized that by decluttering, Valerie was getting in touch with her emotion and I was feeling more energized. It was now crystal clear to us that decluttering your space helped decluttering your mind. Because of that journey, Valerie can finally overcome her trauma and we can consider a happier life.
We also learned that doing it alone doesn't work. You need to find someone to help you. As a result, we decluttered our space and we accepted to have friends helping us. But also, I accepted to connect with my emotion in therapy. That was a tough one. After we did that, we find out that her life was simpler and less stressful. We can then move to our next house, letting the trauma and the stuff behind.
And that move made us realize that the secret to normal relationship was to overcome the trauma and being in touch with our emotion, but also to declutter our space. Our plan was to not accumulate stuff anymore. So Valerie started avoiding garage sale. But we didn't stop there. We then stopped buying everything we see when we were shopping. And after that, we got a storage to put all that extra stuff in it.
There was still a problem. We had that extra stuff. We got more cabinet and more bookshelf because there were still multiple objects arriving in our life. More we were accumulating that stuff, the more I was suffering from my PTSD symptoms.
We ended up getting so frustrated that we decided to create a system to declutter and organize on a regular basis. We choose to call it Do Well for Decluttering and Organizing Well. We thought if we could create something that would make it possible to help other people suffering from trauma to cope with it would be really happy.
We then started to let other people suffering from trauma use Do Well. After a full year of getting through our notes, our thoughts, and results of helping others decluttering, we publish our first book, Put That Stuff Down. We can now help more people improve their quality of life and free themselves from trauma.
As a result of all this, we were able to achieve the following. Our life is simpler and way more enjoyable. We have started an amazing community that use our system to help themselves in their recovering journey. And after creating Do Well, Valerie had overcome her PTSD and at a point that our family is not affected anymore. And I've also been able to stop being overstressed because we can now reclaim our space and our mind.
And in the end, all of these mean we are now able to enjoy valuable time with our family and spend time doing things that we really enjoy, like traveling and looking forward to getting back in our tidy home. If you want to know more about the concrete tips that help us declutter and some secrets that helped me overcome my trauma, subscribe to our channel, because this channel here is all about helping you free yourself from the trauma through a decluttering and an organizing journey.
And remember, you create the life you want.